I don't get it. Escape moves are supposed to give you space between you and the defender. They're not meant to escape right into your body. I was with the bump steals, honestly. These comments are from Badgeplug's video, I Am Speechless, where he talks about the fact that NBA 2K26 has had about 3 patches in 3 days, and they need to chill because they keep patching the game. Now, in response to your comment, yeah, escape moves are supposed to be to get you space between you and the defender. It's not supposed to be something that sends you flying into the defender. And if you're going flying into the defender, you're not supposed to be able to phase through their body. So I understand you saying you were with the bump steals, but let me tell you how I feel about bump steals, honestly. One, I agree with you. Bump steals should be in the game, but let me tell you to what capacity. So, if I'm doing quote unquote escape moves, right? And for whatever reason, those escape moves are making me move into the defender, which to your point, it doesn't make any sense because if they're escape moves, I'm supposed to be moving away from them, right? But if I'm moving towards the defender and phasing through their body, in that case, that should be a bump steal. Because in real life, if I am playing somebody one-on-one and I'm dribbling the ball and dribble into them, if not hitting their leg and getting a kickball, if I dribble into their chest, into their arm, anything like that, I'm losing the ball. I don't just keep it. It doesn't phase through a person's body. That doesn't make any sense, all right? Now, here's the thing though. With bump steals, it can be a little OD if it's the case where the defender can run straight to you and or through you and they get the steal, right? So bump steals make sense in the case that the ball handler messes up and makes a user error themselves and dribbles into the defense. Bump steals don't make sense where the defense can just choose to sprint into your body and then get the steal by doing that. So 2K needs to find a good middle ground, which they are terrible at doing. 2K does not know how to go in between. It's either one extreme or the other. Now, here's what I think. The possibility could be that 2K could put in a patch where, yeah, bump steals exist, where if I dribble into you, I lose the ball. However, if the opposite happens, if the defender runs toward me, if they run into me, that's a foul. Because in real life, if I'm thinking about it, a defender can't just run into me, they charge at me, they gonna hit me, that's going to be a foul. So it shouldn't be, oh, you can run into me and it'll pop the ball loose. No, you run into me, that's a defensive foul. And that just is what it is. But my fear with 2K possibly doing that idea is that they're going to mess it up. They're gonna make any type of movement a foul. And I just don't trust that 2K could do that type of patch correctly. And like I said in the beginning of this video is about the fact that they keep patching back to back to back to back already. So they need to leave it alone for a little while. This game is chaos this year. You can't plan a build, you can't practice skills, because if you do at any time, they might just arbitrarily destroy what you're working on. And as soon as you take your lumps and adjust and build something else, boom, they're changing it back and fundamentally altering something else. Poor leadership at 2K with no vision or plan, creating chaos. Now here's the thing. I agree with you that you can't really plan out anything in regards to 2K, not just 2K26, any of their games, right? Because they will always change something. Whatever the meta is, whatever we're set to believe is the best way to play the game, whatever we're set to believe works, it will not work in the future. It will be destroyed in the future. Something will change. And it sucks that we can build these players with certain intention, knowing that, hey, I'm playing a game where rhythm shooting is better. I'm playing a game where contacts dunks are better or where blur is better, whatever. And then we make builds for that and then they take it away. But they also partly do that on purpose because it's how they get our money, right? They make us think that one thing is nice, so we buy a player to be nice in that thing. Then they make that worse, they make something else better. So now you have to migrate and move over. But here's what I think, right? You said you can't plan a build and you can't practice skills. Honestly, I think that the 2K community should stop trying to plan builds based on the meta. Honestly. Because if you're gonna make a build at the beginning of the year and it's gonna be because of what you heard is the best in the game, like you just said, it is going to change. This is a pattern. If we see a pattern, we should know what's going to happen. It's going to change. It won't work forever. So if you know it won't work forever, just make whatever you want to make. And when it's OP, whenever the patches are in your favor, that's when you will get your turn. And when it's not OP, it is what it is. You're gonna have to suffer through that in silence or loudly if you want to. But either way, it's better than just keep jumping back and forth and this way and that way, just moving with the patches and the changes that 2K makes in their game. So yeah, I agree with you, but I also agree that us as the consumer should stop allowing this to happen and should just stick to what we want to do and how we want to play basketball. Reverting patches after a day shouldn't be a thing. I absolutely agree with this, because you know what? 2K has had about 3 patches in this 3-day span, and I'm not sure if I've played on all 3 of the patches, because I haven't played the game every single day. I've skipped like 1 or 2 days of playing the game. I'm not sure what version of 2K26 I've played. Most of the stuff I've heard with the bump steals and all these changes have been through YouTube, have been through online, have been through people that get the opportunity to play the game on a daily basis, test it out, and then let us know how it is. Like by the time that I'm ready to try the game and see what everybody's talking about, they done changed that shit again. So yeah, you shouldn't be changing or reverting patches after a single day. Like, you should give it space and time. Sure, a patch can have errors and things you need to change from it, but dang, bro, at least give it a week, 2 weeks, a month, something. Like, give us a chance. The only thing that I think you should do to a patch, which I think is different from reverting it, is make adjustments to things that you did not intend to be in the patch. So if you put something in the patch and that's a glitch, then sure, go ahead and hot fix that the next day, the same day, whatever the case may be. But reverting a patch, reverting is different. It's literally saying, oh yeah, we had decided to do this, but after 24 hours, we decided, dang, y'all don't like it, so we're just gonna move it back. Like, let everybody get a chance to play the game. The thing is, not everybody gets a chance, as I just said to you, all right? I strongly dislike the 2K community. Every year, offense is OP. The moment defense is OP and bad offense is punished, 2K goes right back to catering to them. The patch didn't even last, but when the game first dropped and offense was OD, motherfuckers cried wolf. Just wait, don't touch anything, let it play out. 2K hollering, we're monitoring the situation for a whole fucking month and a half. This shit is an effing joke. I had to say effing because you was cursing a little too much for the video. But yeah, I agree with you, but the main point that I want to hone in on is him saying, I strongly dislike the 2K community. I feel like I say this every year, and I've said it in videos in the past. I feel like the 2K community does not like to take accountability for their role in anything. And I say this because I made a video, I don't remember if it was for 2K24, I think it was, where I basically said the real reason that 2K is trash every year, right? And why it's never gonna be good. And I said the real reason is the 2K community, right? And now I have people in my comment section coming at me telling me like, oh, it's not us, we don't make the game, we don't do that. Like, sure, y'all are not Mike Wang, but y'all don't agree on nothing, which was the point I made in my video, and y'all complain about a lot of stuff, which is the point of my video. But the biggest point was the 2K community cannot unify. They cannot unite. You have people online 24/7 arguing with each other about what should or should not be in the game. So sure, we don't create the game, but it's like this guy says, like, people are going to complain about certain things, it's gonna get catered to them, and it's gonna be a back and forth. So I don't ever see us having a good game, not because we create the game, but because we voice these opinions that go back and forth and don't stand in unison. I just don't see how 2K will ever give us a good game, because they're never going to be able to please everybody, while every year they're constantly trying to please everybody and having the other side complaining about the features that they've added for somebody else that, you know, they don't agree with. Crazy how 2K listen to people who ain't never played, let me restart this. Crazy how 2K listen to people who ain't never played organized basketball or collegiate. Mother effers was never hoopers, but they voice play a whole part in the development. Yo, I added your comment, bro, because this is an argument I'm so sick and tired. I would like to start a petition. This is so overused. Anytime that anybody disagrees with somebody in the 2K community, the first thing they do is they use the argument they run to, you ain't never played ball, you don't know ball. Even content creators overuse that shit. You know, in that the last little Mike Wang patch, not even patch, the Mike Wang poll, where he was like, yo, if the defender's standing perfectly in front of you, and the hand's not up, what's the percent contest? Then people were arguing, right? There are some people that said it should be like a 1 to 5% contest. Some people saying it should be open. I've seen content creators saying opposite things, like being on opposite sides of the fence, but both using the argument that you don't know ball. So you know ball over there that wants 1 to 5%, and the person over there that wants open also knows ball. Like, just shut up, just drop it, bro. That, like, the reality is, let's be honest, none of y'all know each other in real life for real. None of y'all know each other in real life for real. So can we please stop assuming that a person has never played basketball in their life and they don't know anything about it, or they don't deserve an opinion because they don't play basketball? Please, it's overused. Please stop it. Now, also to be specific with you, because you're saying they never played organized ball or collegiate. One, 2K is not for those people specifically anyway. 2K is for basketball consumers, not basketball players, basketball consumers. The real basketball players, the nice ones, the ones that's in the NBA, that's overseas, playing professionally, all of that, they not playing 2K for the hours that the regular person that consumes it is putting in. People, 2K, oh man, you're making me lose my words and stutter on it so much. The people that 2K is for is the consumers, because we are living the dream that we get to play basketball and be at the level that these professionals are at, that I could do a 360 dunk, that I could shoot from half court like Stephen Curry. We're living a fantasy. I don't need to live a fantasy if I'm nice at ball to the degree that, you know, our 2K player is nice at ball. So, like, imagine saying, no, Kyrie Irving needs to run the game, or LeBron James, bro. LeBron been the best player, well, not currently, but best player in the world for how long, right? You know what I'm saying? The GOAT conversation for how long? You want LeBron James running the 2K game when honestly he doesn't know much about 2K and what to do gameplay wise, mechanic wise, stuff like that? Exactly. So it makes no sense. Like, please drop it. The fact is that this is a consumer product. It's for NBA consumers, basketball consumers. Stop coming at a person that for the fact that they haven't played for real in real life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all I gotta say to you, bro.